guys. You guys have a good lunch? Okay, wait. Relax lang ako Relax na rin tayo ngayong hapon, okay? Because this morning it was like, okay, I'm on stage, I have to be in a suit that everyone required me to be in, I'm going to be really uptight, right? This afternoon, relax lang tayo, okay? That means that if you guys have questions, I know I'm going to be talking about a lot of things, and some of those things you might not understand or you're missing some things, right? I have mics on each of the mic stands. Please come and ask questions. And I have to tell you something. Us at Calum, the best way for us to learn is to make mistakes and to figure out what we did wrong, right? So if you're talking about making mistakes, we have to ask a lot of questions because asking those questions prevent you guys from making the same mistakes that I made and I've experienced. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Are we good this afternoon? Yeah, are we ready to go? Okay, let's start with your most requested stock. How many of you guys do this? Buy on hot tip or chismis. Facebook analysis, chismis analysis, right? How many of you guys do this? Come on. How many of you guys do this? Right? My favorite people here up front. No? No? I like you. Okay. And then, when things go wrong, long-term na ako. Guys, I have to point this out because the biggest problem and the reason why our capital markets in the Philippines still is so small is because we end up speculating. Does that make sense? And speculation is what causes us to be long-term. Long-term means that you're in a disadvantageous position because you're holding on to a problematic stock. Does that make sense? Right? Okay, so based on what we've learned this morning, and the biggest takeaway is 85% of people who participate in the stock market lose money. I see sad faces, I think, maybe. Guys, this is fact. What does that mean? It means that you guys, the 500 people that are in this room this afternoon, and the 500 people in the other room, wish to be in that 15%. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. Okay? We want to be part of that 15% that is profitable. Okay? So the best way to do that is to figure out how come you guys, the 85% don't make money. Does that make sense? Let's start with why they don't make money, and then we'll figure out how to make money. Is that good? All right, let's start here. The reason why 85% of people lose money in the stock market is because there is a lack of a concrete system. What does that mean? It means that you guys are doing bahala na trading. You guys know what bahala na trading is? This is like our favorite form of trading. The input is bahala na, the output is bahala na rin. Okay. What's the problem when we have that kind of trading? What's the problem? Okay, first and foremost, how many of you guys trade based on hunch? Hunch. Parang feeling natin, akit na. Diba? Meron mga ganun, feeling ko nandiyan na yan eh. Right? And then how many times does it not work out? So the problem there is that one, you really have no system in the first place, right? The second one is, even if you do and you can make money once, what's the probability na kaya niyong ulitin, that you can replicate what you're doing right? Did we even think of that? I was in the other room just like 20 minutes ago and I headed out. And then paglabas ko, sobrang daming tao sa labas ng momentum trading. Naghihintay ng upuan, di ba? Ang tinanong sa akin, "Sir, may tip ba kayo? Sir, anong bibili natin?" Ang sagot ko sa kanila, even if I gave you the stock that I wanted to buy, what happens after that? Did we ever think that far ahead? Right? When Dino came up to me several weeks ago and asked me to create this Trader's Day for you guys, the thing that I told him was that if we are going to teach you guys how to fish, you guys understand that give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man how to fish, he eats for a lifetime. Right? If I'm just going to give you guys fish, okay lang. Kahit ako lang mag-isa, walang problema. But if we're going to teach you guys how to fish, kailangan ko na daling yung buong trade ng Kilum Trading Institute. Does that make sense? Right? Because we want this to be a platform of education where you can make and be able to make money consistently over time. You guys got it? All right? So hindi na pwedeng bahala na trading, okay? All right. What's next?